By now, we've all heard about Neom, Saudi Arabia's most ambitious undertaking as of yet. The Neom project consists of multiple megastructures, from the futuristic line to the innovative Octagon, the luxurious Trojena, the iconic Sindala, and now the awe-inspiring Mukaab, a project which promises to redefine the limits of what's possible. Neom is arguably the world's largest and most controversial architectural project, spearheaded by Saudi Arabia's de facto ruler, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. It occupies a vast region of approximately 10,230 square miles in the northwestern part of Saudi Arabia, comparable in size to the state of Maryland. This enormous country area has been earmarked for development and is more accurately described as a region with multiple cities, resorts, and other developments. The Neom is expected to comprise 10 distinct projects, but presently the specifics of only 4 regions have been disclosed. First is The Line, a 105-mile linear city set to accommodate a population of 9 million people. Running from east to west across the Neom region, the developer envisions the city to comprise twin, 310-mile tall skyscrapers standing 655 feet apart, with mirrored facades. The next is Octagon. This superstructure is an octagon-shaped port city that will be built on the Red Sea. Then Trojena, a ski resort in the Sarawat Mountains, and finally Sindala, a 207-acre island featuring an 86-berth marina and several hotels. However, the Neom project is just a piece of the grand mosaic of Saudi Vision 2030. This strategic plan seeks to diversify the economy away from oil and towards other sectors, such as tourism, healthcare, and technology. The goal is to create a more vibrant and sustainable economy to provide better opportunities for Saudi citizens. As if these mega projects were not enough, the new Murabba district, a project underway in Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia, is a fresh addition to the country's Vision 2030 initiative. This recent addition complements the attention garnered by Neom in recent months as Saudi Arabia aims to develop its major cities. The kingdom has never been one to shy away from pushing the limits of what's possible when it comes to urban design. Riyadh's rapid transformation is a classic example. Once a small city with less than 500,000 residents, it has burgeoned into a metropolis of over 7 million. Now the third largest city in the Middle East. According to the Saudi Crown Prince, the new Murabba Project will become the world's largest modern downtown. This new district is expected to propel Riyadh's growth to the next level. It will be equipped with over 80 entertainment venues, a large museum, opera, several walking trails, and the center of this project, the Mukaab. This towering edifice promises to redefine the skyline of Riyadh. Make no mistake, this is no ordinary building. Standing at a staggering 1,310 feet in height, length, and width, it's large enough to hold not one, but 20 Empire State Buildings. With its golden exterior inspired by the traditional Najdi style of Saudi Arabia, the Mukaab will be nothing short of a breathtaking masterpiece. Regarding its volume, this cube has the potential to become the world's largest building, surpassing the Washington's Boeing Everett factory by a wide margin. In fact, it would be so big that the Boeing factory could fit almost 5 times into the cube. But what purpose could such a vast space serve? Setting foot inside the Mukaab cube is meant to feel like entering another world. A giant dome will envelop its visitors, projecting holographic images of different virtual realities, from the ocean's depths to the surface of Mars, and even a mystical fantasy world of dragons. The Mukaab promises an immersive experience beyond imagination. At the center of the dome, a spiral tower rises like a majestic anthill, featuring premium tourist destinations, including high-end restaurants, cinemas, 100,000 residential units, 9,000 hotel rooms, and 345 acres of office space, as well as dozens of entertainment and culture venues. The massive cube will then enclose the tower and the dome, but that's not all. The four corners of the cube will be stacked with skyscraper-like buildings, packed with facilities to explore, and as if that weren't enough, the top of the cube will boast lakes, lawns, and trees, making it a veritable oasis in the sky. Whether it's even possible to build a lake on top of a cube is a question for another day, but one thing is for sure, the Mukaab promises to be an immersive experience unlike anything the world has ever seen. According to the designers of the Mukaab, the cube-shaped design was chosen because it efficiently accommodates all the advanced technologies required for an optimal user experience. The specifics of how the virtual world will be displayed remain unclear, but the technology will be concealed in the space between the bell jar dome and the outer cube. To support the gardens on top of the cube, a sturdy framework of joists and beams will be necessary between the dome and shell, as well as skyscraper-like towers at each corner of the cube. However, whether this will support the world's largest roof and garden is uncertain. Additionally, the cube-shaped design aims to give the Mukaab a more iconic appearance, establishing it as a distinctive landmark for Riyadh. Although the Mukaab inspires a sense of awe, it is also a project of immense complexity and controversy. Questions arise about the cost of this dream, both in terms of financial investment and the impact on the environment and local communities. The sheer scale of the Mukaab, with its plans for artificial intelligence, renewable energy, and sustainable living, have sparked fierce debate among experts and skeptics alike, raising difficult questions about the project's future. A few days after the Mukaab's announcement, CNN asked the Public Investment Fund how they planned on financing the project. The PIF responded that financial details had not been disclosed yet, but that more information would be released soon. But we can safely assume that the funding will come from foreign investments and, of course, oil revenues. On the 2nd of April 2023, Dubai, United Arab Emirates, and Saudi Arabia made a surprising announcement that they will cut oil production by 500,000 barrels per day from May until the end of 2023. This move could raise prices worldwide, according to Christian Coates Ulrichsen, a Gulf specialist at Rice University's Baker Institute for Public Policy. Saudi Arabia is determined to maintain oil prices high enough to finance various ambitious mega-projects related to the Vision 2030 initiative. It makes sense because the project will be nearly impossible without a good amount of money flowing in. Additionally, Saudi Arabia hopes to bring in more than $100 billion annually by 2030, which would help finance projects like the Mukaab, since its foreign direct investment for 2022 was hovering around only $7.9 billion. How they plan on raking in $100 billion per year in direct foreign investments is still unclear. According to some experts, foreign investment could rapidly rise if enough hype can be generated around the Mukaab and other mega projects. But there's no guarantee of that happening, especially with Amnesty International's accusation of human rights abuses, casting a shadow over the entire undertaking and potentially deterring foreign investors. However, even if Saudi Arabia succeeds in raising the necessary funds, a far more formidable obstacle remains to be overcome: the technological feasibility of the hologram described in the announcement, a feature that is yet to even be invented. Another structural challenge is the lake on the roof of the cube. Using millions of liters of water would exert substantial pressure on the structure, necessitating the construction of an exceptionally robust and entirely waterproof cube. In the event of any leakage from the lake, the costly technology below would suffer catastrophic consequences. Additionally, some critics argue that the project's hefty price tag will mean that ordinary citizens cannot afford it, further deepening the class struggle in the country. Regardless, the Mukaab project represents a bold and visionary step towards a brighter and more prosperous future for the country. With its grand ambitions and larger-than-life attractions, it is poised to become one of the world's most iconic and sought-after destinations. But the journey is far from over, and the future of Mukaab is as exciting as it is unpredictable. What wonders and surprises lie ahead for this groundbreaking project? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, the world will be watching with bated breath to see what Mukaab has in store.